Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's Calorie Crush video. It's going to be a short one because I am pressed for time. Oh, hi, Darcy's just come in and gone past me. Firstly, thank you so much for all the feedback on last week's Calorie Crush video. Tammy and I enjoyed making it. Tammy doesn't want to be part of every Calorie Crush every week. Do you, Tam? No. She doesn't want to be, she didn't want to be on the videos every week, but she enjoyed making it. We enjoyed making it. And we got some very positive feedback from you guys, so thank you so much for that. And she'd like me to point out she's from Leeds, which is in Yorkshire. So at least 4 or 5 people in the comments. One person was like, she doesn't sound like she's from Bristol. And then somebody else was like, is that Leeds? And a couple of people was like, is it? And one person was like, is that Yorkshire or Lancashire? Definitely Yorkshire. Leeds in Yorkshire. She's been down here this time round for about 10 years. And she lived down here once before going back in between. And we have not yet managed to rub the Yorkshire accent off, although we have trained her that it is a bread roll. Not a, what was it you said it was? A bread cake. A bread cake. It's not a bread cake, it's a bread roll. We have trained her to that, and despite her own stubbornness, she has now given in, and I've caught her calling it a bread roll several times. So we're winning, we're winning. The Southern is winning through. So yeah, thank you for everybody who watched. We're glad you enjoyed it. We got some good feedback in the comments about how other people feel about slimming clubs, and as I did say over and over at the time, it's not a criticism of anyone who chooses to... Darcy's chewing something in the background. Who chooses Slimming World, that's your choice, and that's fine. Darcy, go in with Molly. Oh God. Go in with Tammy. Come on. Okay, the puppy's gone in with Tammy. Still a cracking off screen. So yeah, some good feedback from people, and again, you choose whichever Slimming Club is right for you. There is a Facebook group connected, associated with this channel, which is, it's called Calorie Crushers. And it again is a non-judgmental, you do you boo, whichever slimming plan you choose is fine. We're just in there supporting each other. So a couple of people in the comments last week said it would be nice to have somewhere we could get together, and that is where we get together. So if you go and search for Calorie Crushers on Facebook, there's a couple of questions before you're allowed in, but it's a non-judgmental space about whatever calorie or diet plan you choose. You're welcome to join us. And people share their progress and their highs and lows and whatever. So I've had a fairly good week. I did have a blip. As I've said several times before, I'm an emotional eater, and I had a little bit of a disagreement, I would say, with Anthony. I had a little bit of a disagreement with Anthony on, I don't know what day of the week it was. It might have been Saturday. It might have been Saturday or Sunday. And I immediately came up here, and I had purchased a bag of individual little fudge bars from Home Bargains, and I think they're 80 calories per little bar. And I'm normally fine with anything that's under 100 calories, as long as it is something that in my mind is diet food. So for example, these are 99 calories, these are 60 calories. I've got an entire drawer full of this stuff. These are 92, I think these are. In my mind, they are diet treats, and I eat one of them and I'm quite happy that I've had the one, and it doesn't make me want another one. So I've had conversations before around on the channel around people saying, I don't know why you buy that stuff. If it's in the house, you'll just eat it. And I don't with those. I can have them and I can have one because they're not moreish enough for me to want another one. There's nice, and I feel like I've had a treat, but it doesn't make me want another one. But fudge is another matter, and I should have known this when I purchased this bag of individual fudge bars. I should have known that I would not be able to slam the brakes on. And the moment I had this emotional episode where I'd had a row with Anthony and I was feeling frustrated and angry and upset and emotional, and I was like, well, I'm just going to have a little treat. And I had 6 little treats. 6 little treats. So that was a big chunk of my calories gone for that day. I did pull it back pretty much before the end of the day. I managed to pull it back and come in reasonably around my calorie total. I think my total for the week last week, let me find my app. It must have been Saturday, because you can see that Saturday is the day that I don't know if you can see. Let me go and you can see. I'll screenshot this. I'll put it up next to the thing there. Saturday is the day that I am significantly over calories. I was also over on Thursday, and I can't remember why. I can't remember what happened Thursday. I think I'd forgotten to put something into my app on Thursday, and therefore I thought I had more calories left than I had, and I ate something else and then remembered. I think that's what happened. So but always beware of that. If you are calorie counting, it's important to track your calories as you go along, not try and do them all in one go, because the chances are you'll forget something. The point being that overall for the week, I did come in for the week 290 calories underneath my total that I need to be in a deficit, and that's fine. At the end of the day, Although you have a calorie budget per day, as long as you come in over the week, you'll be okay, because at the end of the day, it's 3,500 calories deficit per week to lose a pound. 3,500 calories consumed, less than you burned for a pound of weight loss. Very, very simple. Averages out 500 per day. So with all that said, did I achieve £1 weight loss this week? It's weigh-in time. £338.8. £2 off. £2 off this week. Very happy with that. I will take that and run with it. This brings me to a total of, I've got my board here. I don't know if, can you see it? Yeah, I've got a pile of other stuff that I need to be dealing with as well. It brings me to a total of £11. I've stuck that there. When I went and stuck it, it didn't occur to me that I would want to unstick it at some point. So that's going to have a bit of a rethink. In past Calorie Crushes, when people have asked me where I got this board, I've always told you I got it off a lady on Etsy, and she was doing a discount for viewers of my channel. But then the last I heard from her, she was planning to not do that Etsy job anymore. She was going to do something else, and so I don't know what her current situation is. I will go and have a look and see if I can see her stuff still on Etsy, and if I can see it there, I'll pop a link in for you guys. But that's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything from you doing it, because I have to. If I get any kickback, I have to say so. So we are up to £11 weight loss since the beginning of April. Very happy with that. It would be lovely to do another £3 this week and get down and get my first stone off. But if I don't do it, I don't do it. I'm not putting the pressure on myself to feel like I have to. I'm just happy that the scales are going in the right direction. Onwards and downwards. One last thing to address is that several people have asked if I'm going to be doing a food diary again, and the answer is not at the moment. When I was doing the food diary before, it was because I felt that it was helpful for me to show what I'd eaten, so that if people were wondering what can you eat and still lose weight, that would be helpful. There is a lot of narrative at the moment around ultra-processed food and what people should and shouldn't be eating, and I am not on board with that conversation right now. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in having that conversation. I'm not interested in entering into discussions with people who think that I shouldn't eat what I eat. I'm not interested. I'm not on board with that right now. And because of that, I'm not going to be doing a food diary. If I lose weight, I lose weight. If I don't lose weight, I don't lose weight. But I'm not putting what I eat there out for people to continually pick apart and tell me that I shouldn't have ate that, I shouldn't have ate this. It was bad enough when I put out a home bargains haul last week and people were telling me what I shouldn't be buying in that as well. I am going to eat what the hell I want to eat, and if anybody doesn't like that, then they are in the wrong place. Because making these videos last year and the year before took me to an unhappy place. Making the Calorie Crush videos took me to an unhappy place. I wasn't happy anyway because I wasn't losing weight, but I was extremely unhappy because I was constantly battling in the comments with people who want to tell me how to do things. I'm not interested in being told how to do things. I want to do things my own way, and if people can't deal with that, then that is a you problem, not a me problem. But bringing it into my comments section and me doing the battles was making it a me problem, and it made me unhappy. So I'm not doing that anymore. I will no longer be doing things that don't make me happy. There we go. And at the moment, that encompasses creating the food diary and having the conversations about whether I should be eating what I'm eating. I'm going to eat the kind of foods that I like to eat, and I'm going to make that work for a calorie deficit, and that is the end of the line. However, if I find anything particularly nice that comes in and is workable within a calorie deficit, then I'll tell you guys about it, because if I find something that's lovely and I think other people might enjoy it, I'm going to be happy to share that knowledge. I think that's it. I think that's it for this week's Calorie Crush. I'm very happy with my £2 off. I've got my board back out. You'll notice I took all my previous progress off my board. Strictly speaking, I was 27 stone 2 before I began losing weight, and now I'm 24 stone 3, which means I've lost 2 stone. Oh, blah blah blah. But I'm not going from the 20 stone 2 point. I'm going from the 25 stone, which I was at the beginning of April. That's my new starting point. I'm not looking at old achievements or old losses or old failures or any of that. We are having a fresh start. We're going from the beginning of April when I was 25 stone. So my total weight loss to date, £11. Very happy with that. That's it. Thank you for joining me for this one. I'm sorry it's a bit rushed. I am a bit pushed for time. I'm going to get this edited so that it can go out tomorrow morning, because I'm recording this on Tuesday, because yesterday was also a bit strange. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.